it's your girl Intellectual Tarot. I'm here to do the Earth sign Capricorn. The word I got for the word of for the sign of Capricorn was covering up. Covering up. When it comes to covering up something, it's hiding something you don't want other people to see. So I figure right now, you guys are covering probably your emotions or your ideas. You're covering something up. That's the word I got for the sign of Capricorn. Let's see what my angels, God and Goddess deck says. We're going to get one card from here. And this card represents the energy around the zodiac sign Capricorn. You guys, I am accepting personals. You can find all that information in the description box below. Please, y'all, comment, like, and subscribe. It would be so appreciated so I can know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and that I'm helping someone out. So this very first card is going to represent the energy that is surrounding the sign Capricorn. Capricorn. All right. Goddess of the sacred path. Let go of logic and trust your intuition. So, one of my other zodiac signs got this card as well. I don't know. I'm feeling like you guys are covering up that maybe in the past you thought with logic so much with everything you did, and for a while that worked for you to make your decisions based on logic alone. And now you're working on covering up that logic part of you and thinking more differently from a different standpoint. You know, you might not be thinking with your head. You're trying to think with your mind. You're trying to think with your feelings. And the key thing with feelings, feelings change day to day, hour to hour. Feelings change. And you're covering up what you think or how you thought it didn't work for you no more. Let's see what my tarot card says. The key, what I'm finding out in my life and in my walking in this journey is that everything must balance out. You know, you can't let the head overpower the heart. You can't let the heart overpower the head. You got to be balanced with both, you know, and be able to listen and have discernment on both. So it's not necessarily about letting go or covering up how you think or what you believe to be logic. It's about finding balance that feel good to you. You know, you can't work on that or drive on that alone just because of what others feel or what they think. You got to find out what feels better for you. And only then will you be able to rest. Only then you will be comfortable. Only then you won't have to cover up. Capricorn. Let me make sure my camera is right, where you guys can see. Shuffle. Capricorn, please. of the deck, we have the King of Cups. This is someone who's emotionally stable, but however, when his emotions or his feelings is not stable, he's all over the place. Like, you don't want to deal with him. He's paranoid. He confused. He don't know who to trust. He's that is what he represent in reversal, but upright he represent a man who trusts himself, who keep his emotions under control, who is patient, who is loving, who is caring, who show what he feel. So that's what we had on the bottom of the deck. Where you are right now, you're the Knight of Coins. You're working on this is you have overcome a lot. You're not a page, you're a knight. So that means you kind of know a little something. You kind of understand where you're going. You kind of understand what is required. So right now you're the Knight of Coins, which is you're moving slow. You're taking your time. You're not in a rush. This is not your first go around. You kind of prepare and know what to expect. Okay. What your task is that you need to be honest and truthful with yourself. You will gain mental clarity that will bear fruit, that will be helpful for you in your situation. And once you receive that, you have to surrender to it and accept it for what it is. Your task is to take whatever mental clarity you receive and make sure it stay truthful. Be truthful with it. Be truthful with what it is, what it represents, what it make you feel. And allow it to grow and help others, where it feed and help others, not just yourself. You're having a difficult time finding balance and making sure that that you are one with what you think, one with what you feel, one with what you do, one with what you see. You having difficulty being one with yourself. You have a fear that your thinking interferes with you being one with yourself. You need to find balance, and then with your negative thoughts, you need to pull them out and keep filling it up with positive thoughts. You have a fear that it may not go the way you go. It might not turn out the way you want it to turn out with whatever you're working on, with covering up or trying not to let other people see. Your attitude you should carry, or what you should be focusing on, is the Emperor. The Emperor represents self-control. It represents authority. It represents order. He likes stuff to be in order. He likes to hang with like-minded people. You know, he's not going to vibe with someone who he can't vibe with. You know, he like people who's like him to be around him. Birds of a feather flock together. You know, he don't think with emotions. He don't think all logic. He is very balanced. He have that security he need. He have the order he need to move forth. And this should be y'all mind thought pattern. This should be what you're thinking of. This is what you should be focusing on, which is security, order, and getting things the way you need them to be, being balanced. The goals and the efforts. For your goals and your efforts, you get the Eight of Swords. You see, with this particular deck I'm using, he's not tied up. He's not blindfolded. There are no swords behind him, so he can easily get up and walk away. You guys would claim clarity that you only holding yourself back with covering up whatever you guys trying to cover up. Your emotions is kind of all over. You know, as you can see, this is a desert. It's dry, but he have water around him. So he's dealing with his emotions, and he's also dealing with how he thinks. And if you guys can get to a point And understand that whatever you're going through or trying to cover up, it's not your first go around. You're not even a page, you're a knight. Okay? Things are moving slow, but it's working in a divine plan. It will work out the way it's supposed to work out. If you use the truth and clarity you gain, it will bear fruit. You know, not only for you, but for others. For others. Sweet fruit. Juicy fruit. Stop fearing that you're not going to be able to get everything in balance. Stop fearing that if you don't cover this up, you will waste everything you have. Stop fearing that. Instead, start thinking more like this emperor, who have self-control, who have order, who have security, who is balanced. You guys can always get up and walk away. Ain't nothing blocking you. You hold your own hands back and you covering your own eyes. Just get up and walk away. Alright, this has been for the sign of Capricorn. I love y'all. Sending love and light. Until next time, adios, amigos.